Alright, of course I had to make this video about the Pacquiao-Bradley fight. I ended up being right, but being wrong. I thought the fight was going to go the other way. I thought Bradley was going to win the fight and get screwed out of a decision. It ended up being Pacquiao winning the fight and getting screwed out of a decision. Didn't see that coming. I was a little shocked. I don't think Pacquiao won 10 or 11 rounds. I heard people saying that. I don't think he won 10. HBO may convince you that he won 10 or 11. I gave him 8, 9. I gave him 8 or 9. Uh, but the thing people have to understand, all these people complaining because they see all the highlights of Pacquiao. They see Pacquiao landing all these left hands, and they see. Now put yourself in the place of the judge. He doesn't have a CompuBox screen that says, "Oh, Pacquiao just landed 10 punches and Bradley only landed 9." He doesn't have a slowdown to where he sees Pacquiao punch rock Bradley's head back, because Bradley brought his head right back. He didn't act like he got rocked really, but except for maybe the third and fourth round. Other than that, I mean, he just took the punches like a champ and walked right through them. So it was hard to see a lot of things that you could see from camera angles, from slow-mo, from all of these things. Now, imagine being a judge sitting at ringside. You see Pacquiao sitting on the corner while Bradley's unloading blows. You can't see, oh, Bradley only landed one of those 12 punches he just threw. No, you just see Pacquiao sitting on the corner not doing anything while Bradley's unloading. So it's kind of hard to just assume, like, you got to remember Bradley threw more punches. He didn't land as many, but he threw more. And it's kind of hard to see which punches land cleanly and don't land cleanly when you're sitting there live. If you noticed, the fans didn't. Look, you've seen clear robberies. What did the fans do when Lara got called the victor over Williams? Yeah, the fans booed when Bradley won, but you didn't see stuff getting thrown in the ring. You didn't see people crowding the ring calling it a robbery. So the people who saw the fight live saw it a little bit different than the people who saw the fight on TV. If you see the fight on TV, yes, you can see Pacquiao blocked a whole lot of punches, landed a lot of clean shots. You've seen the slow motion. You've seen all of these things. You've seen all of these things. When you watch it live, you don't see those things. You see Pacquiao sitting on a corner getting blasted, and you can't tell that he's, is he just not responding? Is he hurt? You can't tell. So you have to remember that, like, the way you see things in a fight is way different when you're a judge and you're sitting up there and you're just looking at it. He doesn't have a different camera angle. You can point to, oh, look, he's not landing any of those punches. No, he just sees Pacquiao in the corner, man. Do I think it was a bad decision? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I kind of understand, like, it's not as easy being a judge as it is, because Pacquiao has been on the opposite side of these fights where he was outlanded by 80 or 90 punches, and he threw more punches and won the fight. I didn't see anybody throwing an outrage of that like this. I mean, maybe a couple of them, but it wasn't the same. Oh, this is the biggest robbery in history. No. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really think. I don't think. I think if Bradley never rolled his ankle, it would have been a different fight. Because I thought in the first and second round, Bradley did a great job cutting off angles of Pacquiao, and he hit him as he was trying to set up, and he was doing an excellent job of that. After he rolled his ankle, he was pretty much a sitting target, and he was getting blasted. He still did a great job because he just has so much heart and determination, but he just didn't have the speed and the agility to do what he planned to do in the first place. His strategy when he went into the fight, his strategy, Pacquiao creates angles. He doesn't have the best footwork, but his footwork is he has instincts to where he knows how to get around people and create an angle for an opening, and he can get off weird, awkward shots from that angle. Bradley's whole strategy was to cut his angle off with his footwork by stepping in and preventing him from doing that. And as long as he stayed on the inside of Pacquiao, he prevented Pacquiao from creating an awkward angle. If he stayed his foot close to the inside of Pacquiao's foot, he prevented that awkward angle from happening. And that was his goal. And he did that well in the first 2 rounds. And after that, he couldn't really do it because he didn't have the agility to keep up with Pacquiao. The thing that I didn't count on, I knew that Bradley's a little bit faster than Pacquiao. I thought he was going to be a little bit faster. Bradley's better technically sound than Pacquiao. I knew this coming into the fight. He was a little better technically sound. What I did not expect was the power disparity having such a great toll. The difference between when Bradley landed a punch was he landed a punch, Pacquiao really didn't get hurt, so we couldn't open him up for more punches. When Pacquiao landed a punch, Bradley did get hurt, and he got opened up for more punches. That was probably the biggest difference in the fight, was just the power. I thought Bradley had a great enough chin, which he did have a good enough chin to negate that power, but I didn't realize that the power would open up more punches for Pacquiao. That's what I didn't see, and I guess that was my fault. I should have probably thought ahead on that one. I thought, like, he would get hit and then he would close. He didn't have the opportunity to close because he got hurt and then he got hit again. So that was the biggest difference in the fight, was power. Pacquiao had a whole lot more power than him, and he was able to hurt Bradley, and Bradley was not able to hurt him. And it really showed when Bradley rolled his ankle, because then he couldn't even move around and he couldn't roll with punches as well. He couldn't move away from punches as well, and he was a sitting duck. He was just getting pounded in some of those rounds. So he had some heart though, because his ankle was bad, and he just kept on, like you've seen it. I was like, oh man. Like, and then HBO has the nerve. The announcers, man, those dudes are ridiculous. The announcers really have the nerve to sit up there and say, oh, well, he's gonna make an excuse about his ankle being rolled. Did you just see that? Did you just see the man's ankle? So those announcers, well, for one thing, they were all pro Pacquiao. Well, Pacquiao won the first. Look. The first round, I don't care how you judging, dude. There's no way you should have gave Pacquiao the first round. There's no way. Pacquiao lost the first round. He landed 3 clean punches at the end of the round, and that still was a round. How the heck did that still a round? He didn't rock Bradley. He didn't hurt him with the punches. He just landed them. It didn't prove anything. I thought, and heck, if you lose 1 minute and 50 seconds in a round, the last 10 seconds can't win you the round. Or 2 minutes and 50 seconds, I'm sorry. It was 2 minutes and 50 seconds in a round, the last 10 seconds can't win you the round. But that's whatever. He lost that first round. On my scorecard, no way that he win that one. But, the HBO people are biased. So Pacquiao stole the round for 3 punches. Get the heck out of here. Whatever. Alright, that's all I got, man. Oh, no, that's not all I got. A rematch. I think a rematch is going to go totally different, because Bradley's not going to roll his ankle. And the fight, I don't really know who's going to win, but it's going to look like a totally different fight. Bradley has confidence. He thinks he can actually beat Pacquiao. Whether or not he won the fight, he thinks he can beat Pacquiao. And he knows he can take Pacquiao's punches. So we're going to see. And, he knows he broke his ankle. He knows he was hurt. So he's going to, like, hey, if I wasn't hurt, I could have beat this guy easy. And he's going to think that in his head. So we'll see what happens in this rematch when they have a rematch. I think it's going to be a little different than people think it's going to go. So we'll see, though. Never know. Might end in 1 round. Look at Roy Jones versus whatchamacallit rematch. What's that guy? Montel Griffin. Tough fight the first time, and then in like 90 seconds the second fight. Joe Louis versus Schmilling, or whatever his name was. 90 seconds. Tarver versus Jones. 2 rounds. So you never know. Might end fast. Don't blink. All right, that's all I got.